Marvel movies have become the staple of all superhero movies, but what really started it all? In my opinion, it was back in 2008 when Iron Man was released and it was a box office success. 7 years later, Marvel is bringing the best superhero movies to date, and while Iron Man has taken a back seat as a solo movie, it is no doubt he is still one of the best characters in the Marvel Universe. So the question is, does Bandai have a figure that represents how awesome Iron Man is? Let's find out in this toy review of the SH Figuarts Civil War Iron Man.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us once again on the D-Star01 channel. I'm your host Dexter Arafiles, and today we are reviewing Iron Man from SH Figuarts from the Civil War series. And if you're wondering where I am, I'm no other than in LA at LA Comic Con, Stan Lee's LA Comic Con, and I'm going to do something a little different. We're going to review this figure right here to see if it's worth your money.
If you've been watching my toy reviews, you will notice that most of the figures I review feature a matte finish. Iron Man, on the other hand, is probably one of the most glossiest figures I've seen to date, but it's done so in a way that it's not cartoonish but more realistic, with the dark reds and yellows that lean more into the dark gold. As you can see, this figure has a lot of attention to detail, and everything about him is so perfectly sculpted that you may not even notice these small details in the actual movie itself. Yes, I'm actually saying that this figure looks better than the actual movie. Kinda strange, but it does fit if you look at this figure really closely. Overall, you will not be disappointed with the paint and detail of this figure, and he is an absolute joy to look at.
So here we are with the SH Figuarts Iron Man from the Civil War series, and we're going to talk about articulation and scale. But since I'm at Los Angeles Comic Con, I don't have my ruler, but I do have another Iron Man toy. And so let's compare him to the Marvel Legends Civil War Iron Man. As you can see, the Marvel Legends one kind of towers over him, and in fact he looks even bigger. His scale looks like he could be much larger. These two do not fit together, unfortunately. I've noticed most of the Figuarts figures are actually lower in scale when compared to the Marvel Legends. So there you have it. There's these two put side by side. So let's talk about articulation. I just want to get through this real quick. And we have toe articulation here, really tight. Ooh, very tight. This thing kind of blocks that from moving up and down too much. But then we have a joint here, moves up and down, side to side. We have a double joint here. It looks really nice. Looks like it's made to be there. It doesn't look like a toy joint. And then we also have this joint here for his leg, full rotation. We also have one here on his thigh. So double rotation here. Ball joint as usual, good rotation there, midsection, good rotation there, and move up and down. This very articulated figure, I really like what SH Figuarts has done with the Marvel characters. So let's go to the hand. Again, we have here on the wrist, elbow, we have one here on his arm, and lastly we have a ball joint here on the head and neck, double joint here. As you can see, very articulated figure. Highly recommend this one in terms of posing. He just poses really well. So there you have it. That's the articulation and scale for the SH Figuarts Civil War Iron Man.
6 extra hands, 4 repulsor hand effects, and 2 feet repulsor effects is what you get with this figure. While it makes sense that he has these accessories, in my opinion he doesn't have much, considering that this figure has a price tag of about $60 to $70. Honestly, I think he would be a more complete package if he had an unmasked Tony Stark face and a stand. Regardless, I'm really digging the poses you can do with the blast pieces, and they work well with him. It's clear the accessories are not the highlight of this amazing figure. It is the paint and detail. And if you're okay with that, then he's definitely worth the purchase.
So let's break down this figure. I really like this figure. In fact, this is probably the best Iron Man figure that Figuarts has made so far, and I think it's even better than the Figma one. So I'm just going to be really honest with you. This figure is kind of expensive, especially when you're looking at the anime figures that SH Figuarts makes. For instance, the Ranma one is only around 30 to 40 bucks. This one can go up to $70. And let's not even talk about Black Widow, which she's around $90. So obviously, Disney is doing something with their Marvel license with SH Figuarts, and the price is really high. So would I get this one? Well, obviously I did get it because I really love Iron Man. So is he worth the money? I would say about 80% yes and 20% no. Very expensive toy, especially since you're not getting many accessories. All you get are his blaster parts. I wish he came with a Tony Stark face. So I'm gonna give you my score. I give this a pretty solid, well, 8 out of 10 D-stars. Thank you for watching the D-Star01 channel, and thank you for watching this review. As you can see, I'm in LA. I just wanted to try something a little different for you guys, and hit that like button, destroy that subscribe button, and thank you for watching.
Hey you! Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here, not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here. Yeah.